so scared to leave my house, so I cannot run free from this. Always being watched by you, and that's so inconsiderate. My privacy, does that exist? Probably haven't heard of it. Need to live a different life, cause lights and cameras are in it. Trying to find a silver lining. All I wanna do is avoid the violence. But you're here again, I'm losing it. There's no more screaming and silence. Get out my face, turn off the flash. I hate the fame, no more of that. Leave me alone, or I'll collapse. I need a break, don't feel the crack. You follow me, anywhere I try to be alone, I'll find you there. There's more to me, everywhere I try to go alone, I'll find you there. Yeah, yeah. You follow me, anywhere I try to be alone, I'll find you there. Oh, oh, there's more to me, but anywhere I try to be alone, I'll find you there. I'll find you there.
Can I dive deep into the darkness in your heart?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What's up? What's going on, traders? Happy Friday. We are back and ready to attack. I'm ready to make it happen, guys. I'm ready to lock in those big time profits and end this week strong and profitable. This is officially week number, is it week number 2? I think it's week number 2 here. It's the full week. Yeah, second full week of December. We got 2 full weeks left. And I tell you what, guys, we've been absolutely dominating it. We've been crushing it. You guys have been locking in some phenomenal profits, making me proud. You are absolutely making me proud. So I want to end this week strong, end this week profitable, guys, and just make it happen with the best team out there. So again, welcome back. We are here, gonna make it happen today. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll, dialed in, focused, ready to get prepared for today's trading session. Guys, if you need me, I'm here for you. Use me and abuse me. I can't stress that enough. Use me and abuse me and utilize this program to its fullest potential. I just want to say, if you show up and you put in the initiative, you will be successful. That's it. Dan was one of our winners for the sponsorship. And Dan just said on TikTok this morning, all right, that he spent 12 hours yesterday in the video lessons library. Now that's commitment. That's dedication, right? First day in, 12 hours in that video lessons library. And I guarantee he walked away with so much knowledge and so much value. So if you feel like you're struggling a little bit, if you don't feel like you're where you want to be, maybe put in a little bit more focus, dedicate a little bit more time into this program in the video lessons library inside of this community, working with your team and working with me. I just want to start off on a positive note today and say, hey guys, there's a lot of stuff here. Tools, resources, the education, the mentorship, the coaching, the knowledge that you need to be successful. So use it, abuse it, use me and abuse me. I cannot stress that enough. I want to see each and every one of you as successful as possible. But hey, let's get focused. Let's have a good day. Let's get prepared. Talk about our game plans, what exactly we got going on, and how we are looking to lock in some big time profits today, guys. Let's make it happen. Alrighty, we are gonna make it happen, guys. Again, happy Friday. Hit me with a big ol' good morning. Wayne, welcome. Trader Adam, what's going on? Kamal, Stir, Skylar, Steve, Steven M, Skylar again. What's up, traders? How we all doing? Happy Friday. Want to point this out there, bear with me. I'm a little under the weather today, all right? So if I'm not like super duper like woohoo, I do feel a little under the weather today, guys, all right? But hey, we're still going to make it happen. We're going to rock this market, and we're going to lock in those great profits. If you guys are over on YouTube, hit me with a big old good morning as well. We got Daniel, Richie, Alan, Rufus, Tina. Good morning. BPM 6871. What's up, boss or lady? How we doing? Good morning. Again, hit me with those good mornings over on YouTube. If you are new to the stream, do us a huge favor, subscribe to the channel, hit that little notification bell as well, and like the stream that you're currently sitting in, right? We got 26 viewers, 26 individuals that want some help to get prepared. We need to see 26 likes, so make it happen. Gil, Johnson, good morning. Noemi, Hunter, Tyler, good morning, boss. How we doing? Like the stream, ladies and gentlemen. It takes a couple of seconds, and it really does help us out. We can't thank you enough. And then again, everybody inside of chat, let's make it happen. So what do we got going on today, right? Not a bad pre-market, right? It was definitely really, really slow the first 30 minutes to an hour, right? We had COSM, reverse stock split, come all the way back down to 30 cents, and now we're starting to creep on up a little bit. Now we're starting to grind on up right before the open, right? So we were here opening after that reverse stock split around 6, all the way down towards around 25 cents, and now we are currently pushing on up towards around $4.11. I'm going to put this in perspective, right? You see our top gainer right now says COSM is up 1,000%. Not really. If you just go back down to this low in pre-market, where we're at now, it's 2,000%, guys. I mean, we have moved so far since this thing started going live after that split, and it dumped all the way down to, say, 27 cents. This stock from that 30-cent low to this $4 level, that is 1,400%. 1,000, that's nuts. That's massive. So we got some decent potential here today. We could definitely see the stock move on up, and it's been relatively consistent. Really nice volume here in pre-market as well, and we did come through with a nice technical break of this downtrend right around $3. Now we're trading up towards around 4. So where do I think this stock could be going today? I would say next, you're going to $5 here on COSM. And then you have some support back down around 250, right? So if we just kind of start rolling on over and fading and falling, I would say we're coming back down towards around 250. But I also want to watch this prior high and see if this prior high is indeed going to be our support level on COSM, right? So that's right around $3.90. Can we hold a slightly higher low at the open and get our push up to $5? If so, we may have a quick entry for a quick scalp up to $5 here on COSM, or we see it cracking back below those prior highs, and then we start to come back down towards around 250. Either way, let's keep that high right here, that prior high that we just broke above, on watch and see if it holds as support. And if we see what we need to see, and that suggests, hey, we are holding as support, we may have a quick scalp for a quick push right at the start of the day, or let it come back down towards around 250. Now, one thing I do want to point out are market conditions this week. What we saw Monday absolutely set the tone for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And what is the tone? The tone of the penny stock market is decent movement in pre-market. The early bird getting the worm. I can't tell you how many great trades we've had this week in pre-market. But what happens at 9:30? Stocks start to set on up. Stocks look good right out of the gate. But 80% of those opportunities fail right? 80% of those stocks look great. They're setting up, but they fail to actually break. They fail to move higher. They fail to actually work on out. Then around 10 o'clock, it seems like that's when we see more consistency in the market, is at 10 o'clock, right? We saw our big time mover yesterday. That was ICVX. ICVX, I mean, out of the gate looked great, but looking at all of our other top stocks from pre-market, looked great in pre-market and not so great at the start of the day. So to really simplify this up, market conditions are suggesting, and that's been suggested the entire week, is your not so great looking stocks in pre-market are the ones that are most likely to rip out of the gate. And your fantastic looking stocks here in pre-market are the ones to most likely fail to continue the move right out of the gate. It's a little back ass words, right? So COSM, based on market conditions, I would say it may try and attempt a move, but may not play on out until around 10 o'clock, because that's what we've seen with a lot of our top gaining pre-market stocks this week. And I would say the same thing with maybe AUVI. Some of you guys were watching AUVI because there was news here at 7 o'clock. But when you really look at AUVI, there's just not a lot of movement. There's not a lot of action. It's number 7 on the leaderboard. It's up 22%. I mean, it is trading decent volume here on AUVI. Had a decent press release as well. It's a nice low float, but that's a pretty choppy looking stock at this point in time. Not a whole lot going on. So here's what I would say. I think this is your best bet today to trade this market. Watch COSM, because it's clear that 80% of your focus from traders in the penny stock market, it's on COSM. That's clear as day. Watch this one at the start. See if we have an entry to get our day going. If not, it'll probably do what a lot of these other penny stocks have done this week, right? Try and move, right? Try and give us some kind of trader opportunity at the start of the day, but most likely fail to get that break and get that move on up. And then maybe at 10 o'clock, we start to see a little bit more opportunity here and potential with COSM. Again, just kind of looking at what the market conditions have done this week. I would watch your scanners, guys. I would. Look at your breakout scanner. Look at your halt and resume scanner. Look at your high the day momentum scanner. Look and see which stocks are really getting that action at the start of the day. Where's the next ICVX? Where's the next sleeper play? The stock that's not really doing all that much here in pre-market, but out of the gate, it starts ripping and running. We want to find the next ICVX, and the best way to find the next ICVX, look at your breakout scanner, halt resume scanner, watch your high the day momentum scanner, and let's see where traders are going. What is that stock? And I think it could be one of these three. AM today, this one's going to be on watch. So if we start to see this one hitting the breakout scanner, high the day momentum scanner, and we're breaking above 244, I think we could see some potential with AM, right? I think we may have some potential here on PHVS. I mean, check this out. We have a nice little bull flag. Now, do I like trading bull flags? No. But when we start seeing these flag formations on higher time frames, I don't mind them. Like a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3, 5 minute bull flag on a penny stock, count me out. But if I start to see something on a 4-hour time frame, a daily time frame, it's not all that bad. So look at this here on PHVS, massive rip on up towards around $12. And since that massive rip on up, it's been consolidating in a really clean textbook bullish flag formation. Today's a Friday. Fridays are known for short squeezes. This stock has a decently high short interest. I think it's like 15 to 18%. And we're in this bullish pennant, bullish flag formation. You add all of this together, there could be some great action today on PHVS, and it kind of meets and mixes in well with those market conditions. It's a stock that has a higher time frame setup. It has about 15 to 18% short interest right now. Fridays are known for short squeezes, right? And on top of that, it's not doing anything in pre-market. We start to break above yesterday's high a day. We start to break above $8. We start to break out of this consolidation and above this downtrend to the upside. Guess what? This could be that sleeper play. That stock that's doing nothing here in pre-market, but starts to hit those scanners and get some big time action to the upside, just like we saw yesterday with ICVX and like we've seen with a lot of our top gaining stocks this week. So PHVS, guys, high watch for a possible break out of this daily flag today. I would definitely say volume's going to start moving in when and if, right? When and if we start breaking above that high a day from yesterday, right around $8. And then lastly, we have SMMT. Now, this isn't a bull flag. This isn't anything like PHVS, but it is a decent little wedge formation, right? This stock was a massive mover all of last week. The stock went from around $1 up towards around $4.50. Now, it hasn't really done so much this week, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we haven't done too much. If anything, we've given a lot back, slight bounces, a little bit of consolidation. Overall, not too much action. But what are we doing right now? We're forming this really, really nice, tight wedge formation here on the daily. And when you throw it into a 4-hour time frame, it looks a lot better. So what I'm looking for is a squeeze and a break to the upside here on SMMT, another stock that mixes in well with the market conditions, right? It's doing nothing in pre-market, but this stock has a lot of potential here on Friday, as again, there is a higher short interest on this. Fridays are known for Friday short squeezes. Last week's top gainer consolidating on the higher time frames, getting very, very tight, looking like it's ready to squeeze and looking like it's ready to break on out. So some would say it's a bull flag. You have a leg up followed by a period of consolidation. I see more of a wedge formation, and I think we could start to squeeze to the upside out of this wedge and have a great trade, maybe for today. We're definitely going to keep this one on watch. So breaking over this downtrend into the upside out of this wedge is where volume is going to start moving back in, where traders start entering the stock, and that's going to be the best entries as well. So SMMT, if we start to see a break over that 375, that's also going to be a break of the downtrend. That's where we think about starting to get some entries here on SMMT. If we ever crack the uptrend and we could locate some shares to short on SMMT, hey, that's still a good setup for a squeeze to the downside out of this wedge. And if we see that take place and shares are easy to borrow, I may look to short SMMT back down towards around 250. But right now, as long as we hold this trend line, if we start to break this downtrend and we break over this prior resistance level right around 379, that's definitely going to start bringing in some traders. We definitely can start to see some volume. And hey, I definitely want to be looking to get involved in this for that possible break and that possible squeeze to the upside. We have room to $4. We have room to $4.14, and then we have room to $4.50. This is a back burner sleeper play at this point in time. Just like PHVS, it's just been consolidating all week, getting tighter and tighter and tighter. If we see a break of the downtrend and we squeeze to the upside, I definitely want to be looking to play this long, up towards around 924, 972, $10 psychological resistance, up towards around these highs around 1089, and then last week's high up towards around $12. Another back burner sleeper. And then AM, if we were to ever start breaking above, I'm going to say 250, that would bring in some volume. Look at this. Massive move on up, coming on down, and finding a bottom. Look at the daily chart. You come down the 187 bounce. Here again on Wednesday, 187 bounce. Here again yesterday, 187 bounce. You got a nice little double bottom formation. You have this definite support level starting to be established here on AM. Throw it into a 4-hour time frame. You could see it a little bit more clearly, right? Nice big rip on up, coming on down the 187 bounce, back down the 187 bounce. You see it's definitely finding some supports right around this 187, and it has yet to close below $2. So we're definitely seeing support. We have good price action. I like these lower shadows. And if we start to see buyers move back in, we can start to break above the 200-day moving average and 250. That's where I believe a lot of volume is going to start moving back in, and we can maybe start to see our next leg on up here on AM, guys. So let's keep this one on high watch at this point in time. Just curious to see if we do indeed start to get that leg and that pop back above 250. All right, back burner sleeper play as well. But the one stock that we should be watching right at the start of the day is going to be COSM. Came right down. Perfect. Holding that high here right around 372, right? Right around this prior high. Nice little break. Nice pullback. Nice retest. Nice leg on up. We know that COSM has room to $5. We know that we have some decent support here at 372. And if we were to break and crack below 372, we know we could fade and fall back down towards around 250. But out of the gate, to start the day, I would say COSM is definitely going to be the top stock to keep on watch, guys. All right. Are you guys having issues? I can't figure out how to clip the live out so I can go into my broker and still listen at the same time. Wayne, yeah, so there's a picture-in-picture option. So when you're in the stream on a mobile device, there's like a little button at the top right-hand corner, and it says picture-in-picture. That'll allow you to pop that out in a PIP, picture-in-picture. Or if you're on a mobile device and you're on the live stream, just go ahead and click the channel, right? You'll see the private alpha day trading channel. If you click that, that's going to direct you to YouTube. It's an unlisted private stream. You can watch it there on YouTube and still be within your broker. But there is a picture-in-picture mode where you can actually have it just sitting in the corner and still be within your broker. So it should be there. I checked it, just a couple weeks ago, and everything seemed to still be working on mobile. But you should be all set, boss. Chris, what's up, buddy? Let's go ahead and talk about what we got going on in the broader markets, right? Like a lot of you guys were saying, triple witching is today, if I'm not mistaken. It's the third Friday of every third month, right? So you have March, is it July? Then it's September, and then it's December, whatever. It's every 3 months. Third Friday is triple witching. So it's the simultaneous expiration of futures contracts, stock index options, and then stock options as well. And it's just known to bring in a little bit more volatility and wildness into the market, right? So with that being said, just be mindful that today is triple witching day. We may see a little bit more unpredictability, non-consistency. Sometimes you just see great setups and great opportunities, but it's like, man, they're just not working out today. All right. It's just nothing's really clean, consistent, maybe predictable. So just be mindful that if you're starting to notice that, maybe you want to sit on the sidelines. All right. So what do we got going on with the SPY? Let's just keep it simple, right? Yesterday we played out beautifully, right? We cracked below that 391.83. We then fell below 390, and now we're actually below that blue line. And that blue line was a key level of support, guys. Why is that? It's our 50 SMA here on the SPY. It's our spiking high, the high a day from 11.8. It's our low a day after that massive gap up. I mean, check out the SPY here. The SPY closed at 374, gapped up 387. Low of day was at 385.53, and we've been straight up from there. That is a significant point. That is the gap up, low of day. It also here is our high a day from 11.8. We're just validating that level, right? High a day, resistance, high a day, low of day. Look at all of that resistance at 385.50. Come back here. Massive low a day before a massive bounce on up. So we can clearly see 385.50 is a really nice level of prior support, prior resistance, and it just so happens to be the 50 SMA, guys. So that's a key level. That blue line, guys, is a key level, and that is our daily, what I like to now call our line in the sand, right? That line in the sand, that's a make or break level on where I think the markets are headed. So if we can't get above 385.50, I want to play puts down to those pre-market lows, right around 382.50, and then to that daily gap fill at 380. All right. However, what if the market opens and the SPY goes straight up over 385.50 and then comes right back down and holds that level? And you're like, man, that looks like a great level of support. Well, hey, we broke back above that key level. We would be regaining that key level of support. And then guess what? We'd want to play calls up to yesterday's low of day. First target. Where would be our second target here on the SPY? It would be yesterday's close, right around 389.64. So that's it, guys. That blue line is your make or break, in my opinion. If you pop on up to the blue line, we know it's key resistance, and you see it holding down intraday as very strong resistance. Guess what? You play puts down to that pre-market low of 382.50, right? You crack below 382.50, you can hold a runner for that daily gap fill down towards around the 380 level. So that's option number one to play puts today, okay? Or maybe we're not going to come back up to the blue line. Maybe the SPY just drops below 382.50. Hey, play puts down to 380. If we're below this level of support at 382.50, our next level of support to the downside is 380. We're going to play some puts on down. That's about a $2 drop to the downside. But ideally, grabbing puts off that blue line, even better because we have so much downside potential. But to the flip side, what if we come down to 382.50 and hold as support? Well, we play calls. Where to? The blue line. Now we're starting to take some profits. What if the SPY breaks the blue line and it starts to move higher? What's your next target? 387.88. What if it breaks 387.88? Maybe you have a runner up towards around yesterday's close at 389.60. So you can see how there's so many different ways to trade this, long or short. But again, that blue line is a real make or break. Below this blue line and below pre-market lows, we're playing puts down to the daily gap fill of 380, okay? Above this blue line, okay, we're looking to play calls up to yesterday's low of day and then yesterday's close. But there's also another opportunity here, maybe out of the gate. If we open and come down to this 382.50 and we see the markets holding that level of support and we're not cracking below for our puts, we could absolutely look to play calls up to that blue line and then take our profits and then see what happens at the blue line, right? Does it get above that blue line? We could re-enter calls for that leg up. Is it staying below the blue line looking weak? If so, we can play puts back down to that low of day. So honestly, it's pretty range bound, sitting sideways. These are very nice, very key levels. And I'm definitely looking to take advantage of this market today, guys, right? Regardless of the calls, the put, whatever the chart's telling me to do, I'm taking advantage of it. We're going to lock in some great profits, assuming these levels are validated, right? And that's all I'm going to say. As long as these levels are validated, these are some very key, solid levels that on a normal day would be validated, and you could make really good trades off these levels alone. But today being triple witching, we know there's excess volatility. Sometimes there's a lack of predictability. Things aren't as clean as what we would like to see them. So if we start to see that choppiness, for example, maybe we scale back. Maybe we just kind of sit on the sidelines. And today's one of those days like, hey, we're just not going to participate. We're just not going to trade, right? We got next week. We got the week after. There's still 2 weeks for the month of December until we end the year. And this week's already been a freaking awesome week. We've been locking in some amazing profits. So don't give your profits back. Don't overtrade. Don't do what Josh did this morning and take 2 dumb trades on futures, right? I'm down $400, right? I made $900 the other day after FOMC on my futures account. I just gave half that back in 2 trades this morning. Don't be like Josh, right? Keep your stops nice and tight. Don't give your profits back. Keep adding to the bottom line or stay out of the market and walk away with what you've earned this week. If there's opportunity to make that back, let's get it. If not, it is what it is. It's a loss. Move on. But hey, position yourself correctly. Keep adding to that bottom line, and let's end our month strong and profitable. I said month. I meant week. Like I said, bear with me. I'm feeling a little under the weather today. Let's end our week strong and profitable. Let's make it happen, team. Let's have an awesome day, and let's get to work. So we are all set, ready to rock and roll, baby. Let's get it. Kamal, good morning. Mike, how we doing? Good morning. Right now, the SPY right around that blue line we've been talking about, looking to see what the SPY's going to do here out of the gate. You guys are watching your high of the day momentum scanner, your breakout scanner, your halt and resume scanner as well, looking to see where traders want to go. Where do traders want to go at this point in time? Traders going over to COSM or traders jumping into PHVS? Where are traders going. So where is that 50 SMA? 50 SMA is actually up a little bit more. So we're going to bring that up a smidge. Boop. 50 SMA is at 385.76, but that low of day there was at 385.66. 385.66 here. So just keeping that level on watch, that blue line, it is a strong level, and let's see what happens up here out of the gate, guys. COSM is already halted. COSM, yeah, look at that. It barely moved here. I mean, it moved 50 cents, but yeah, halted to the upside above that 372 level. AMAM and PHVS and then SMMT are all of those back burners that we were watching, guys. But here out of the gate, I just want to watch the SPY and see what happens out of the gate, guys. What do we got going on? Is there any reason to jump in at the start of our day? Right? Is there a high probability reason to get involved? Is the market going to pull back? Is the market going to be on that really slow grind today all the way up to yesterday's low of day, right? 387.88, right? Let's keep the SPY on watch here. Let's see what happens. Yep, you got to definitely get those adjusted because they will move a little bit, right? They will move a little bit here at the start of your day. So it's right now it's at like 385.75. But we don't want to put all that emphasis on an indicator, right? The indicator, it's good. When the indicator lines up, right, with other levels of support and resistance, it's really valid. But we don't want to solely base a trade off that blue line. Right? The only reason that blue line was really valid was because it had multiple points right around that blue line and some pretty significant points as well. So let's see, a little bit of a pop on up right at the start of the day here. Right now we're 3 minutes and 40 seconds into our day, looking to see where the SPY wants to go. Does the SPY want to close the gap? Right? We gapped down today, down 0.5%. Or we get to close the gap and come up to yesterday's low of day, 387.88. Let's keep it on watch. Let's see exactly where the markets want to go at this point in time. I mean, everything is in the red right now. Like if you look at a heat map, everything is in the red. 90% of the market in the red right now. Right now, what do we have with COSM? Still halted to the upside here at this point in time. COSM, AUVI was another one that we wanted to watch. AUVI hit the breakout scanner, guys. But AUVI not really seeing too much right now at this point in time. So nothing just yet with AUVI. Again, looking at your high day momentum scanner, looking at your breakout scanner. Where are traders going? Look at AMAM, guys. AMAM starting to get some action towards it. AMAM at this point in time, that break over 250 is where I think a lot of traders can start moving on in. So, hey, this one's starting to get a little bit of leg on up. Right? Watching PHVS for that break over $8. SMMT for the squeeze out of this wedge. Again, stocks that have some great potential. But again, I want to be watching the SPY here at the start of the day and see if we have any reason to be getting involved here for a trade to start our morning on off team. Let's see. We are sitting right at that level of resistance. So are we going to top out here? We're going to have 3 wicks across the top. We're going to have a little bit of a tabletop here where it tries to break, and it can't. Is there a reason to take puts here at the start of the day? All right, let's see. Right now, I'm just waiting and watching. Waiting and watching. Here we go. We got our next 2-minute candle. Let's look at the price action on this 2-minute candle. Let's see if there's a reason Pull the trigger. Right now, if we start to break high a day, we're going to start going up towards around 387.88, guys. Up towards around 387.88. Is this a little bit of a bull flag, right? A little bit of rip on up. Now we're consolidating nice and tight. We got to start squeezing to the upside, right? We got to start tabletop in here. Rejection, 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 and start to drop to the downside, right? We need to wait for, ideally, this candle to close on out. Right? Ideally, need to wait for those candles to close on out here. So right now, waiting and watching. You got 1, 2, 3 points right at your 385.77. So if you want to grab puts, you could hypothetically grab puts here. I'm waiting with stops over high a day because I don't want to get in if this is a little bit of a bullish flag, right? You got that leg up from pre-market. You have this little consolidation period, and I don't want to get into the short side and watch this thing squeeze to the upside. I'm still a little 50-50 for me out of the gate to be pulling the trigger long or short. I want to get a little bit more validation. But right now, what we can see is rejection, rejection, rejection. A bit of this tabletop price action that suggests, hey, we may start to drop on down a little bit. So we are starting to get a little bit of a drop. Here's what I would like to see, right? Now that we're starting to validate, we have strong resistance at that blue line. The next lower high formation we get, right? If we come on up and we start to see a lower high, again, I would short that lower high, looking for that to be a better drop to the downside. So let it drop initially off that little tabletop, come down, bounce. And if it puts in a lower high formation, still below that blue line, I would then look to jump in to the short side, as that would be a nice crack and a nice drop on down. So let's see it bounce on up a little bit. Couple weak green candles. Roll on over. Right, see sellers start to move on back in off a potential lower high, and then we can look to grab some possible put contracts. That was a nice little drop there. So right now, what are we going to do? We got to get a little bit of a bounce back up to that 385, a little bit of a lower high formation. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a bit of a bounce here on up closer to where we just were sitting here over on the SPY. So right now, keeping this one on high watch, we're sitting right at the VWAP right now. Here on the SPY, sitting right at that VWAP, and we're still moving a little bit lower at this point in time. Still getting drugged to the downside. Still getting pulled to the downside here, little by little. Starting to bounce a wee bit here, bouncing a little bit off those lows. And we're going to take a quick 200 bucks on that trade. Cool. I'm over trading futures, guys. I'm trading futures right now. Sorry. I don't have anything pulled up, and I'm just dialed in right now because I really would like to make some of that initial loss back, right? So I took a quick little 150 out of that. In at 94.75, out at 97.75. Like I said, I like to be transparent. I was just looking at the price action off these lows, right? Pulling on back, watching how this candle was being very, very jumpy here off of these lows. So I took a quick long on ES for a quick little scalp, just looking at price action off those prior lows on the first pullback, right? Because I am expecting a bit of a bounce on up, a little bit of a bounce on up, lower high formation, and then it roll on back over here. So if you're wondering, Josh, you've been a wee bit quiet right now. Well, I am focused, okay? I am 100% dialed in at this point in time, okay? Calling out what we see, what we have. And I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. You guys know that. Never leave you guys hanging. But right now, I'm expecting a bit of a bounce back on up, close to this blue line, into this downtrend. Okay? And if we do have a lower high formation, still below this downtrend, below this blue line, you would want to play put contracts for the drop on down. If you didn't grab your put contracts off your tabletop here, it's okay. I didn't either. I took this trade right off VWAP for a quick pop based on the price action. Now, if we start to see a lower high and we start to roll on back over, I will look for those put contracts for that drop on down. Stops would be right over, right? This high a day here. Stir. Hey, Stir got the tabletop. Stir out of the gate. Grabbing tabletop love. Woo! Good job, buddy. What, did you make $100 in 5 minutes of trading, Stir? Job well done, buddy. Job well done. I'm proud of you, man. Proud of you. I love when it's that simple. 100%. Tabletop, tabletop, tabletop. Stop over high a day. And you didn't let my commentary dictate your trade. I'm like, I'm going to wait. I'm still going to wait here a little bit. And you're like, fuck you, Josh. I'm in. What do you mean wait? What do you mean we're going to wait? No, man. We're going in, baby. Very, very good, man. Job well done. He goes, no, sir. I muted you when you said that. So I just saw what I like and I take what I like. That's how you do it, baby. That's how you do it. So now we're looking for that possible lower high, right? You see how this tabletop was like 3 candles. It came up, top, top, top. That was 6 minutes of this topping on out, right? Give this a couple candles, right? We just got a decent little bounce on up. I want to see the same kind of price action. I want to see those upper shadows. I really want to see it look like it's rolling over. I want to see that rainbow with all those upper shadows. I want to see that rainbow. So let's see some of these upper shadows here. Let's get a little bit of that lower high. That little rainbow. If we start to see that and we get pulled down, hey, we could absolutely start to see the SPY back down around first 383.43-ish, right underneath all those lows. 383.43 would be a great support level if we do indeed crack and move lower. Oh, we're starting to squeeze on up here a little bit. 945. Do we have any 945 economic data? Oh, we do. We do. Wow. S&P Global Composite. S&P Global Services PMI flash December, medium importance, but we got a little bit of an algo reaction there. 945. Do we have anything at 10 o'clock? We don't. The next thing that we have of high importance here is going to be at 1 o'clock. You got Baker Hughes. Total rig count. Baker Hughes total rig count here at 1 o'clock. Right now you had S&P Global Services PMI flash for December. Global Services, Global Manufacturing, and Global Composite. Tracking business trends across both manufacturing and service sectors. 60% of the manufacturing sector and 40% of services. You got the Global Services PMI. It's based on data collected from a panel of over 400 private sector companies. Again, we have to dive more into that, but hey, economic data, a little bit of this algo reaction. Give it a couple minutes after that reaction from the algos to base a trade. I really would. Right now that you got some like activity here from the algos, it can be a little bit of that, unpredictability, right? So give it a couple minutes to kind of settle back down after that 9:45 economic press release there. So we're still below this downtrend. You see how we have those tops, right? We're still topping on out at this point in time. Still watching, still waiting. Right now, looking to see if I want to take put contracts or short an E-mini contract, right? If I want to short an E-mini contract or if I want to get into some put contracts right below this 385.77. I'll probably just trade futures just to kind of dig out of that small little hole on some quality trades here. But I still want to wait because you're still like 2 minutes after that economic data. So I want to see how we close out here on this candle. And you got about, 30 seconds left to close out on this candle. So I'm looking to see if we have a reason to be getting involved for this next leg down, which it looks like we may start to get a little bit of that next leg on down. All right, you got about 15 seconds left on this candle, guys. 15 seconds left. Let's go ahead and run a trend line off this pre-market low, and let's connect it on up. Do we have a valid trend line? Look at that, we do. You see that valid trend line? That's very valid. This downtrend, not super valid. That downtrend was a very short-term downtrend here. Stir, I want you to see this. See how quick you can have a downtrend. Look at that, Stir. We took it for the tabletop, but in hindsight, you see that downtrend we had? Tap, 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 and it was tabletop price action, right? So next time we see 2-minute candle or bars, lower high, lower high, lower high, third point of the downtrend, that was valid. That was absolutely valid, and that may allow you to get a better entry on that particular trade. But that trend line is now invalid. And now we just see all of this resistance here at high a day with 1, 2, 3 points of a trend line. If the trend line holds and we make a new high a day, we're going up to 387.88. Right? If we cannot break these highs and we continue to see all these upper shadows, and we start to crack this uptrend, we will be coming back down to 384.52 and then down towards around 383.50. I want to see how this candle closes out here. If this candle comes back below 385.77, I would be looking for some puts. Right now, you got about 30 seconds left on this candle. So right now, I got all of my focus here on the SPY, getting ready to get a new candle, and this candle looks strong. I think we get a new high a day here. There's a new high. This candle's going to start to squeeze a bit. That was a strong final close of that candle. When you have strong final closes over a key resistance level, the next candle will typically push as well. So a little bit of a pullback here. Now we want to see it hold above 385.79. Right? I know we're looking at every single little teeny candle, right? Really dissecting every candle, the price action in the candle, the movements, right? The volume. But right now, as long as we're above 385.79, guys, we're adjusting this little by little. You want to be in calls, okay? Stops are below the blue line. Stops are below the trend line. As long as that blue line holds and that trend line holds, guys, your next resistance level is up at 387.88. I like the trade, though, boss. I like the trade. That was solid work. That was very solid work. So right now, I just watching. I'm just looking over at the futures account, right? I said I was down about, what, $500 this morning. I was down about $500. I took that one trade here so far today. It was at 89475. I took it for about 3 points. That's $50 per point. That was 150. That got me about 150 out of the hole. I started my day down about $500. And so all I'm doing right now is we're watching the SPY, but off to the side, I am watching futures. And then again, if we have any good trades, I want you guys to know, hey, you can play calls and puts here, but I'm not trading calls and puts. I'm personally trading futures. Okay, so you guys are fully aware. If you have any questions, let me know. Josh, what contract do I buy? Josh, what strike do I get in at? Josh, how far out do I go? Josh, how many contracts based on my account? You ask, and I help. All right, if you need any help whatsoever, picking and choosing options, contract, building a plan, I've got you. Right now, we're looking to see if this blue line's going to hold and if this trend line is going to hold on up as well. No entries for me just yet. As soon as I make an entry, I will call it out and I will let you guys know. All right, and if I'm taking a long position on futures, that means you could look to be playing calls. If I'm taking a short position, you could look to be playing puts. Are we starting to get some action with some of our small caps? All right, cool. Look at this. Yeah, PHVS, guys. PHVS starting to get a little bit of movement. Nothing crazy. We're only trading about 32,000 shares today. So the volume's really low. But we are getting right to that point of, hey, we may start to break on out here, guys. This is a nice bull flag formation. Breaking this flag, breaking out of this consolidation on a previously hot stock, it could get really, really hot again. So keep this one on high watch. You want to see a little bit more volume move in, but high watch. Look at AMAM. You want to keep this one on high watch over 250 as well. Okay, you're starting to see a little bit of action move on into some of these stocks that we were watching. But right now, team, I think a lot of our focus remains here on the SPY. Questions? Let me know, team. Right now, the SPY above 385.79 and above the trend line, it's bullish to 387.88. You start to crack that trend line, you start to fall below your blue line there. You don't want to be in calls. You want to be out of calls, right? 100%. And then you want to be looking for a possible short setup to play puts. If you're like me, little 50-50 on this. Then be like me and sit on the sidelines. If you're like, Josh, I like it, I'm getting it, mute the stream like Stir did and take your trade. I'm just talking out loud as far as what I'm doing and what I'm seeing. And right now, I'm not yet convinced to go long, and we're definitely not convinced to go short. So what am I doing? Sitting on the sidelines on my hands and just waiting for a bit of a better setup. But from a technical perspective, above that blue line and above the trend line is calls. It is bullish. Okay, and where's your next target? 387.88. Build your plans, understand what you're doing and why you're trading, and make it happen. Chris, thoughts for a small account? Fund account with any amount of money, divide into 5, trade that amount each day. Thoughts for a small account? Is that a question, Chris, or just some advice or a recommendation? Thoughts for a small account. Fund an account with any amount of money, divide it into 5, and trade that amount only each day. Is that a question, my man? Or is that more like a recommendation based on traders that are working small accounts? Look at the IV today. Yeah, 44% on the implied volatility with the SPY. Yep. And that's a given, right? Implied volatility heightened today because what? Triple witching. Triple witching. The IVs, 44%. The premiums, a little bit more expensive even on a daily expiration. If you want, your best bet may be go out until Monday, right? Your IVs at a 20. They're more expensive, but even look at your theta, for example. You got a 48 compared to a 180, right? You got an implied volatility at a 20 compared to a 44. You don't have to worry about, any kind of like implied volatility crush or any. You may just say, hey, let me just go trade a Monday instead, right? Let me just trade a Monday instead. Might be a little bit of a safer option for me here on the SPY. Good eye, Steve. Good eye. So, Chris, what are you trading? It really depends. Are you trading options or are you going to be trading shares? Depending on what you're looking to be trading, I will adjust my answer accordingly. But you're on the right track, boss. Shares, yes. So here's how I would do shares. And give me 1 second and I'll answer, but I want to see what we're doing on the SPY. Give me 1 second, but I want to see, because we're right at that level of support. I want to see what we're going to do here, as we may have a reason to get long on the SPY. So high watch here. I got a call. I got long. I'm long. I'm long off that support level, looking for a slight little bounce. I'm long right now, off that trend line, off that retest. So I'm long, scalping, and I'm out. Quick $100 scalp there. Futures, I take it quick. Futures, I don't play any games. Okay, I don't play games at all. I get in right at the right point, and I get out. I feel like when I hold futures like a little bit longer than what I feel like I should, I always lose. I always lose when I hold just a little bit longer. Those always turn into losers. So, again, quick scalp. Okay, I was in 0650, out at 08. So that's a 1.5. All right, about $75. Not quite, due to some slippage here, but about $75 in a couple seconds due to a little bit of slippage. And I'm just looking for great high probability reasons to get in and taking profits quick. If it reacts a lot faster than I'm expecting, then I make more money, right? But if I get in and it's just like, I'm taking my profits quick. All right, cool. So let's answer your question, boss. So, it is a question, good idea on a cash account. You're trading shares. So here's what you could technically do. And you guys could be playing calls off that blue line above the trend line as well. Your stops are under 385.75. So yeah, if you got a $1,000 account, you want to break it into 50%, right? So you want to divide that, right, by 2. So just divide that sucker by 2, right? And that's going to give you $500 per day. That's $500 per day. So you've got a $1,000 account, divide whatever your account size is by 2. That's all you can use per day. And the reason for that is Monday, by doing that, Monday, you got $500, right? And if you use all of that on Monday, it won't settle until Wednesday. So that means Tuesday, guess what? You got your other $500 in your account, right? And if you use your whole $500 on Tuesday, it's not going to settle until Thursday. Wednesday, guess what? The $500 that you used Monday is now settling on Wednesday, right? Thursday, right? The $500 you used on Tuesday is settling on Thursday, and so on and so forth. So first things first, right? $1,000 account, for example, divided by 2, that's $500 a day max. Then break your $500 down into thirds or fifths. So first thing is divide it by 2, get your daily amount. You never use more than 50% of your account in a given day. You always have settled cash doing it that way. And then from there, take that amount, that 50% of what's in your account, take that amount here, okay? And then separate that into, say, 3 or 5. So $500, right? Divide that by 3 trades, or go $500 and divide that by 5 trades, right? So that's going to give you, what would that be? 133 a trade? Would that be 133, 166? What's I'm really bad with math right now. It's 150. It's 150. It's 175. Yeah, like 175 ish. So you just call it 150 a trade here. And that would be $100 a trade. So, if you're looking at taking like on average 5 trades a day to get a nice average, you can't put more than $100 into a single trade to give you those 5 trades. If you're like, you know what, I don't trade 5 times a day. That's a lot, Josh, right? I'm a one and done trader, but I want to have a nice average. I trade on average, 3 times a day. Well, $500 per day based on your $1,000 account divided by 3 trades, you have $150 that you can use per trade to not exceed that $500 amount to make sure you always have settled cash. To make sure you always have settled cash in your account. All right? So if you got $2,000, you got $1,000 a day. If you got a $5,000 cash account, you can trade with up to $2,500 a day. Divide that down by 3, you can trade with around $900 a day. $800 per trade times 3 trades, $2,500, which is 50% of your account. That's how I would structure it out to make sure you always have free cash. So yeah, if you took that trade, right? If you took your trade right here, that would have closed you out. So you wouldn't have gotten burned on the SPY. You would have been absolutely like break even if you would have traded this setup the right way. So for example, that's your entry. Right above the blue line, right above the trend line. What's your stop loss? Your stop loss is a crack of the trend line, and if you fall below the blue line. So if you're getting it at 386, your stop loss is 385.75. If you're trading a 30 delta, you're losing $7.50 per contract. So if you would have taken one contract here with a 30 delta, knowing your stop loss is here at 385.75, that's under that trend line. Okay, it's cracking the blue line. You're risking 25 cents on the SPY's chart, right? You're risking 25 cents on the SPY's chart. 25 cents would be 25% of the delta. So if you're choosing a 30 delta, that means your loss is 25% of that amount. So your loss is $8 per contract. Right here, that was a get out. Why? You cracked the trend line, right? You cracked the trend line. You're out 100%. Or you're out right at that blue line. But here, right, you already cracked the trend line. That's not what you want to see. You got to get out of those quick. And you would have lost $8 per contract on that. And that could have easily straight on up here. Straight on up to that 387.88. So if for any reason we have traders that are still like, again, you gotta, if you're trading a real account, right? And we don't know these types of setups, for example, and we don't know exactly what the stop losses are based on the delta, based on the type of strategy, you shouldn't be trading a live account because that's what's going to happen. We're going to take losses. We're going to get upset, right? We're going to try and bounce back and revenge trade. We have to practice. We have to practice. Think of it like a pilot. That's the best example I have. A pilot's not going to go jump into a Boeing 727 and start flying that sucker cross country. Yeah, he's going to go sit down in a classroom with an instructor, and he's going to get a book, and this guy's going to learn the basics. He's going to learn about flying, the rules, regulations, right, the systems. He's going to learn. Then, before he even jumps into a plane, what's he doing? He's in a flight simulator, right? He's in a paper trading account, okay? And he's practicing, and he's making all of these mistakes in a flight simulator so he doesn't kill himself. You're trying everything you're learning. You're testing what you're learning in a paper trading account so you don't lose real money and blow up accounts like I did as a new trader. And then so here on this trade, if this was on a paper account, and I hope it was, guess what? You're like, okay, I made a mistake. I lost fake money. Who cares, right? You don't really care. What was my mistake? Oh, I get it. Okay, right? I got in at a great price. That solid green line, that was really a good entry, right? That was a great high probability entry. And my mistake was I didn't get out when that candle crossed below the trend line based on the criteria, based on my system, right? If we bounced here, I was in green, all in profit. But a stop loss is if we crack the trend line, and especially if we fall below our support level. So I know my stop loss is going to be, say, right here. Right? And so based on my entry, based on my stop loss, I'm risking, say, 40 cents on the chart, which equates to around $10 per contract. I know if I buy one contract here and I get stopped out, I'm losing $10. So in hindsight, all right, I made a little bit of a mistake, right? I never stopped out on this trade where I should have, but if it was on a paper account, it's okay, right? You're like, it's fake money. That's the whole reason of practicing on that paper account, to lose fake money, to learn from my mistakes, to where I don't make these mistakes again, because let's be completely honest. The next trade that you take that sets up just like this, what are you going to do? You're going to stop out right where that red line is. But let's prevent losing money while we learn in the first place until we master these types of systems. And I want to put this in perspective here, right, on just how little that move was. So we were looking at call contracts, 30 delta, daily expiration. So call contracts, 30 delta, daily expiration, 387 calls. Let's send this out to green. We want to switch this to green. So right here, we're going to send this call contract out to green. That's not working. So that's green. Okay, so here we go. SPY, send to green. Am I going crazy? Or is TOS just not working right now? Am I going crazy, or is TOS not working right now? Like, I'm literally SPY. I'm trying to right click. Here, I'm just going to copy it. I'm just going to copy it because TOS is weird. Oh my goodness. What is going on? What's the SPY doing? Why can't we, what is going on here? This is weird. I'm just trying to share an example. Anyway, we'll find this example later on when we're done. But yeah, so the key takeaway is, if we're new to trading anything, new strategies, new systems, options, day trading, sweet trade, we always have to start off in a paper account, right? We always have to. And so take this as an opportunity to learn, like, hey, I took this on a real account. I took a much bigger loss than what I should have because I didn't realize where my stop loss should have been. And I didn't know where my stop loss should have been because I wasn't really, say, completely 100% up to speed and educated on where stop losses go on these particular types of trades and strategies. And so, hey, I've learned something today. That's the beauty. That's the positive, is you learn something today, right? And we can apply this now to where we don't make little mistakes. But mistakes happen. We're human. It's a part of the learning process. But let's make those mistakes and let's learn with fake money and not do it with real money until we master one strategy, master one system, and master just one way of trading that works for us. And if anybody's interested, right, in actually learning how to build a system, right, a very, very simple but highly effective system, you guys can just head over to the YouTube channel, right? Go to YouTube, right? You can type in Alpha Day Trading. That's going to put you over here on our channel. And then watch this video that I just posted, how to build a simple but effective trading system, right? This is for brand new traders that don't have a system built, and how you can actually, utilize this example to build your own system, to start applying this in a paper account, to see success, to master it, and then apply this into your live account and see consistent results. So this is very, very important. It's a lesson we did inside a chat yesterday with members. It's 34 minutes long. It's a very in-depth, thorough lesson, how to build a simple yet effective trading system. And that's going to basically walk you through this system here, this strategy, right? The SPY, the 3rd-point trend line, the system behind it, entries, stop losses, targets, how much is our profit loss per contract based on the delta. It's going to walk you through that step by step by step. You rewatched it again last night at 10? Yeah. It was really good. It's really, really valuable stuff there. Yeah, AM broke your 250 level, starting to get some action. All right, so now AM up towards around 286. To fill that little gap at 286, guys. We start to break 286, obviously $3 here on AMAM. Then we have that open at 314, and then we have that spiking high of 345. So those are going to be your next levels of resistance here on AMAM. Supports back down at 250. PHVS, nothing yet. COSM, nothing yet. AUVI, again, one of our top gaining stocks here. In pre-market, it's not doing too much. Right? Same thing with COSM, not doing too much. Right now, all of the focus here on the SPY. So what's going on? So question, cash account. Okay, cool. So my account has M call, but I had got the total over 25K this morning. How? So did a trade and they suspended my account. This is Weeble. How do I fix this? Call them. Yep, call them. That's solid advice, Steve. Appreciate it. Solid advice. I've been stuck in a trade on TOS and you can't get out. It has a frozen cancel order and not allowing me to sell. Fortunately, I'm up on the trade over 140 right now and on hold with TOS for over 12 minutes. So stay tuned. Stock is AMAM. Yeah. So here's one thing that, I want to point out, guys. One thing I want to point out, guys. All right. With TOS, a lot of people have been having a lot of issues with TOS this week. So you may want to consider looking to a different broker because this is not the first. You've had an issue. There was like 3 people yesterday with issues. There's been a lot of issues, and that's preventing some traders from taking losses. So you may want to think about switching from TOS elsewhere because there's been a lot of issues. Crunchy. I'm down so much on stocks. My confidence is down. You took a trade on the SPY. Didn't understand how to trade it. No stop loss in place. You lost 25%. I hope what we just discussed resonated with you. That before you trade a live account in real money, you have to get into that simulated account. If I asked you one question and I get one response, the question is, what's your goal with trading? Do you want to do this as like side income? Do you want to make this your career, or are you just having fun with it? Is this just like a whatever thing? Is this something that you're like, I want to master this? Like, I just feel pulled in to master this skill set because this skill set can change my life financially, more freedom. Like I'm like focused, I'm dedicated, I'm willing to take the initiative to learn how to do this. Or are you like, I don't really care, I'm just trying to see if I can make it happen or not? Like, what would your answer to that question be? You feel pulled to master the skill set. Now, here's our community inside of chat. And this isn't, hey, come join. This is not this whatsoever, so don't take it that way. This is a traders inside of chat team. How many traders in chat have felt like their confidence was absolutely, excuse my language, fucked? You had no confidence whatsoever. You wanted to give up, and you joined Alpha Day Trading. Again, Crunchy, this is not a sales pitch. I just want you to see how many people, okay, or maybe in the same shoes. They were taking losses. They were getting burned. Their confidence was jacked, right? They joined our community. What's their confidence level like now? Like, what's been a game changer for them? How many? And again, I'm not saying join because this is I'm just saying, listen, like, your confidence is jacked up. We've all been there. This is what this is. Okay? Confidence, right? Again, everybody gets to a point in their career where their confidence is like it drops on down. Lack of confidence, they want to give up. I've been there. Stir was there, right? Joey's been there, right? Josie says, my confidence is not doing so good over here. Josie, how can we help you? Like, what's going on, right? Let us help you. You're a part of our team and our community. Let us help you on out, right? Steve, I was in that boat, okay? So many traders, and then there's a lot of traders not even in chat right now because it's Friday, and a lot of traders don't show up on Friday, but I can tell you that, myself included, and I would confidently say 90% of our community, at one point, they felt like their confidence was just completely toast. But then they actually get guidance. They get a game plan, structure. There's like a road they can follow, and that road leads them to success. And all they have to do is just stay on that road and stay on that path and take one step in the right direction every single day. And before you know it, confidence being boosted. Take Trader Adam, for example. Last week, he goes, I want to quit. We put everything on pause, right? And we did this live stream. It wasn't last week. It was the last Friday. Put everything on pause, built him his own unique system. How you feeling now, Trader Adam? How you feeling now in just 1 week of being not confident whatsoever, wanting to quit? 5 days later, how do you feel right now? Josie, I'm starting to see the setups. That's very positive. Okay. Either you sell too late or too soon. We can help you with that, right? That's really dialing in a system for you based on what you're trading and your style of trading. Representative said, put the orders in, make note. And if you lose money due to the error, wow, they said that? Wow, that's crazy. If you lose money, they may fight for you. Wow, that's shady. It's Citadel? Wow. Maybe I don't want to be on the market today, guys. Oh, because the whole payment for order flow, and they route through Citadel, and they want to do away with the SEC with payment for order flow. Man, that's garbage. But basically here, man, is everybody's been in that position. Everybody's been there, okay? But if you're dedicated, right? If you're like, you feel so pulled to master the skill set, and you're going to take the initiative, and you're going to follow recommendations, you can bounce back. You can regain your confidence. That's all I'm going to say. You can bounce back. You can regain your confidence. Trader Adam, my confidence is way above where it was 1 week ago. It's an awesome feeling. So if you just take the recommendations and wipe the slate clean, just what's in the past is in the past. You can't do anything about it, right? Remove those bad habits, everything you've learned, all the bad habits you've acquired from the years or whatever being in the market, and everything that's happened in the past, that's in the past, you can't do anything about it. And if you can let that go and wipe your slate clean today and say, all right, let's move forward. And that's it. Move forward, not move backwards, not think about the past, not think about what's going to happen in the future, but focus on the present moment right now, and let's move forward right now today. Let's build a plan, right? Let's get a system in place that you can follow every single day. And before you know it, you will be where you want to be. And if you're where you want to be, hitting the goals you want to hit, guess what's going to happen in the future? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? It's a byproduct of this. The byproduct is you're hitting those goals you want to hit. You're making money in the market. You're making money in the market. You eventually make back your losses. You make back your losses. You feel fantastic. You keep going, right? Learning the skill set and acquiring the skill set, a byproduct of that is making profits. A byproduct of taking a fantastic trade is making profit. A byproduct of managing your risk on a trade is losing less amounts of money than, holding the bag and losing large amounts, right? So again, you want to master the skill set. Let's reboost your confidence. And the best way to reboost your confidence is to try our hardest to put everything that's happened in the past and leave it there where it belongs, because we can't do anything about it, and say, I'm wiping the slate clean right now today, and I'm going to move forward with a game plan and have a plan that's going to get me to success. And the first step is going to be stop trading a live account. Stop trading it. It's going to be hard. It sucks. Get out of your live account. I would even say stop trading a paper account. Stop trading completely for at least a week or two. No live account, no paper account. Back to the basics. Let's actually get back to the basics. No actual execution upon trades. Back to the basics. You're going to be here just watching charts. That's all you're doing. You're looking at charts. You're not buying and selling. You're not building trade plans. You're not seeing profits and losses. You're just looking at charts and reading charts, getting back to the basics. Step one. And that's what I would do for the next week or two. And then let's talk about step two. What's the next step in the right direction? And before you know it, you will get your confidence back. Sometimes you got to take a step back before you can take your next 2 steps forward, right? Sometimes a small step back is all you need to take your next few steps forward. Crunchy, I do this every single day inside of our community. Yes, sir. 100%, man. Yeah, inside of the Alpha Day Trading platform, guys, right? So again, you get over 158 lessons in the video lessons library. We put together our morning stock newsletters Monday through Thursday. You get access to the chat room itself, where again, you get access to my live stream inside of the community, right? We're live right now, which is great. It's live from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm live for 3 to 5 hours a day. You get to work with the team inside of chats every single day. There's just so much value. Right? I do these live streams once a week. Wednesday was a giveaway day, but we cut it halfway through the day. So today was a free stream day on YouTube. But I'm doing this every single day, Monday through Friday, with traders inside of chat. Sorry, guys. When there's someone in need, I get really pulled into it. So traders in chat, I apologize. I got a little sidetracked there. We're supposed to be trading, making those profits, right? But when I see someone in need, I just feel pulled and convicted to help. Trader, someone on YouTube, like I just feel pulled and convicted to help, guys. Crunchy, we're not live every day, boss. I'm live inside of my community every day, right? So if you want to get access to the coaching every single day, to the community, to the video lessons library, then you have to join our community. Just go to alphadaytrading.com, right? As far as, lives, I put together these lives, usually 30 minutes in pre-market for about 30 minutes in the morning. And then I go exclusive with members inside of our community. Glenn, SPY at 380. We cracked below 383.32. And 383.32 was a decent little level of support, right? It was decent. But we're starting to try and regain it right now. So I would wait for this candle to close because this could be a higher low push, right? This could be a higher low push. Basically, a higher low push is when a stock cracks a, not key, but a good level of support, right? Here's support right here. We crack below it, push back above it, higher low formation, push. I can't tell you how many times we've had a false crack of a support level. It immediately gets right back above, pulls back for a retest, higher low, and then it starts to push on up. So I would wait to make sure this is not going to be a higher low push, because if it is, you're going back up to 384.50. You're going back up to retest that low right there of 384.50. But if this is not a higher low push and you proceed to crack below your low of day, your next target to the downside is 382.56. 382.56, then 380. Again, you're just making sure this is not a higher low push. Making sure this is not in any kind of like higher low push formation here. If we close below that lower shadow, it very well could be. Right? If we close below that lower shadow, it very well could be. Or above, above. But right now, next target to the downside, 382.56. Timmy, SPY hit my 385 target one day late. I should have bought Monday expiration. Oh, well, I made some cash. Timmy, that's what I'm talking about. Timmy, let's get it. Post up those profits inside of Profit Chat, baby. Post them up. Yeah, that's why I really like Steve. That's why I like Fidelity. 100%. That's why I love Fidelity. Look at that large rebound. Look at that strong rebound. If we close above 383.20 here on this candle, if for any reason it closes above that 383.20, we could see a continuation pop, right? Where it closes strong above that lower shadow, and then you see buyers continue to move on in for a pop. That didn't happen. sit back. So right now it's 10:26. We've had a couple of trades intraday. Right, couple of trades intraday. They were quick scalps. The tabletop for the drop on down. Right, nice little tabletop for the drop on down. I personally scalped that long here off that lower shadow on futures. Right, you scalping futures, and then I took a quick little long here and got out quick before that little crack on down. And then since then we've just been fading and falling. Right now, again, if we start to crack below, where did I get that 286? Yeah, pre-market lows to 382.50. If we're below 382.50, I see that gap fill down around 380. But just crunchy, put this in the back of your mind. If you're like, yep, I'm just ready to, make a decision to like get the education and acquire the knowledge that I need to obtain the skill set, and the skill set's going to eventually make back my losses, right? Like it has done for so many traders. Myself, Javier, a lot of people inside of chat that have come in with prior losses. Kamal coming in with prior losses, but this year alone, as he's learning, be able to make $40,000 plus in his first year of consistent trading. That's progress. Right? If I can just acquire the skill set to get to where I want to be as a trader, it's worth it. And a small step back is worth it to take my next 2, 3, 4, 5 steps forward. If that's a decision you want to make, remember those coupons that we dropped this morning. Okay. And if you want to join. If it's not yet the time to do so, then you know where to find us. We're still here. Just come check us out anytime, alphadaytrading.com. When you want to join, we're here to help you. If it happens to be today, just remember those coupons, right? The last thing I want to do is have someone join. They're like, oh, I could have saved a couple $100 today. Yeah, absolutely. So don't forget the coupons. AUVI, COSM, AMAM. So we're just kind of scanning through, guys. I know it's Friday. Usually we have like 80% of traders not in chat on Fridays. We've conditioned them, I feel like, to not even show up on Fridays. It's funny. It's really just SPY and Qs, guys. I'm looking to see what the SPY is going to do down towards around these levels of support. So right now, just again, sitting back, waiting for the next best trade. Right? So far, we've had only a couple of trades intraday here on the SPY, right? All in all, I'm still down about 260 on the day. I started my day off about $500 in the hole from pre-market trading. Been able to make about half that back with some smaller sized trades, couple scalps. I haven't traded a single futures contract, I haven't traded any options today. So I like to be completely transparent. I have not taken an options position yet today. Okay, I don't even have my Lightspeed account open to trade equities. So at this point in time, I am truly down that 250 on the day, and we're just looking to, bounce back little by little. If we find another great trade and we can lock in a couple $100 and get back to break even or slightly profitable, hey, that's the goal here. So until then, I'm going to put this on the sim account just so I don't fat finger something on in, and we're going to sit back and wait. Picked a great day to come back after a break. Hey, man, you picked a great trade to be in, to be stuck in, I guess, right? What are the coupons? Yeah, for sure. So you go, so again, our websites, again, it's just alphadaytrading.com. Everything's there. It's the yearly membership, YEARLY. Okay, your MEMBERSHIP. And the coupon is ADT20. ADT20, that's 20% off. And then you could use ADT10, right? You could use that one, and that's going to give you 10% off plus a free one-on-one session with Josh. Steve, is there a web-based chat support? What, on TOS? So again, making sure we're not missing anything. I'm like triple tasking right now. Looking at chat, we got YouTube up, scanning the markets. Looking for one final trade if we've got one. BIVI. Nothing happening. How's COSM doing? COSM still struggling. ALLR. Yeah, absolutely no reason to be moving. Nothing in pre-market. The thing spikes over $1 to the upside, and then now it's just dumping on down and halted. BYSI. Why is this moving here on BYSI? Do we have any news? Do we have any reason for the stock to be moving on up? There was some news back here when it started its move. Okay. Nice move. Great momentum. Seems to heat up more and more and more every day. You know, looking at that daily time frame, we have room to 271. But a nice high, higher low. Now we just have a lot of resistance up at these highs. But what I do see here on BYSI is a slight little trend line you can run here. So if you hold above the trend line, you have room to 271. If you start cracking the trend line, that's when you definitely want to look to short this stock for a possible dump on back down towards around $2. Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah. And that's what we were seeing like for a couple of weeks there. Was something other than what Steve said, biofarm. He goes, F them. F them. But yeah, because, you know, it's just this type of market, you know, what we've seen this week for penny stocks, my goodness, it's been a rougher week. It's been more rough. It's not as clean, consistent, predictable, and it makes you second guess some types of trades because it's like, guys, it's like for every 10 setups you see, it's like 2 of them work and 8 of them fail. I don't like those odds. I don't want to have 10 trades with penny stocks in a conditions like this week and like knowing that more are going to fail than work. It's just, that's why I want to stay out of penny stocks right now. But last week and the week before was hot. Absolutely on fire. So right now we are cracking below that pre-market low, guys. We are falling below right now at this point in time, that pre-market low here on the SPY. So if we stay below that 382.50, we could look for a crack, retest for the next leg down to 380 here on the SPY, and that's going to be for that gap fill, guys. So a crack and retest looks a little something like this, right? Where the stock will crack a level of support, crack, pop back up for a retest, roll on over, and start its next leg on down. A little something like this, right? Where it cracks. Let's just say this was a crack right here. Let's just say that was support. Where it cracks, retest, and then next leg down, right? This is a support level. Crack of support, come back up for a retest as resistance, next leg on over. So if we see that take place, we're trading with the trend as well. We definitely want to be looking for put contracts. Good job, Skylar. Locking in $800 there on Tesla. Well done. Yeah, the heat factor. Oh, it's no joke. Like when we see that type of heat, right, and it's hot like that in the market, that's when it's okay to become aggressive, but yet control your aggression. Like this week, like you hit it on the head. Last week, the heat factor, controlling your aggression, taking advantage of the opportunity. You had 24 trades, and you had a big week last week. This week, 7. That's substantially less, and the market has completely 180'd on us, unfortunately, once again. Right? I was thinking that momentum was going to bleed through the end of the year, which would have been fantastic. And who knows? We still got 2 weeks to go, right? We could see a really hot next week in the final week of December. Anything could happen. This week was a bust with penny stocks, but we've seen a lot of great action with the SPY guys. So much opportunity in the world of options. And here's what you can do. You can trade inverse ETFs, right? So if you think the Qs are going to dump, you can trade SQQQ to the long side. Look at SQQQ. It went from $40 to $50, right? You can trade some of these inverse ETFs. If you don't like trading options, you can still trade the SPY. Look, you can trade something like SDS, right? SDS, right? Markets are dropping. SDS is going up from 40 to 46. There's some movement here. You can definitely scalp some of these moves, right? You got SDS, SPXU, right? SPXU went from 14 to 17 this week as the market was dumping. SPXU moving to the upside. Used to have UVXY was a good one, but it's not really the best, right? Still okay. 740 to 790. I like SPXU the most. I like SDS the most as well. You got QQQ, right? That's the NASDAQ. Yeah, QQQ, right? But if you want to trade with the QQQ direction, you can trade TQQQ, right? Does the same exact thing the Qs do, right? So if you think the Qs are going to rip and run to the upside, you can trade TQQQ long. If you think the Qs are going to dump to the downside, you can go long on SQQQ, right? You got inverse ETFs you can trade shares on. If penny stocks are dead and you don't want to trade options, there's definitely some options out there for you. Valley of Despair. John, yeah, you hit it on the head, boss. The Valley of Despair, we've all been there. And I wish I would have recorded that because, we all get to the Valley of Despair. We've all been there. And it's no fun. It sucks being there. But we get there. 100% of us get to that point. Right? What's the statistic? 10% succeed. So only 10% push themselves out of that valley. The other 90% stay in it. And that's when they give up. And that's why they fail. But if we would just be a little bit more strong and ask for help and guidance and be willing to take recommendations and actually listen to the ones that have been through the challenges and the struggles before, we start to become part of that 10% that can push ourselves out. We just have to be willing to say, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. I'm not a quitter and I'm not going to fail. I'm going to keep working hard. Is my company a brokerage? No. We are not a brokerage. This is a day trading stock market education community. So we teach you what you need to know about the stock markets and day trading, everything you need to know to find the most amount of success as a day trader, as an active trader. And there's a lot of individuals that have been getting into the stock markets a lot over the past couple of years, getting in and actively trading. But they don't have the education to do it the right way to make consistent money in the market. So we educate and mentor and coach our individuals and our members inside of the community on how to do it like a professional and how to make consistent profits. Whether you want to do this part-time, as a career, whatever the case is, you're going to get the knowledge that you need to do this the right way. So we're not a brokerage. We're not an investment firm, or we don't provide investment advice, right? We solely educate our members on the markets and how to actively trade the right way. So many sales. What am I buying? I know, right? So many sales. I think we still continue to come lower, right? But where are we selling some cash secured puts, guys? Where's it going down? I love it. Right now, I don't know what I'm buying. I'm holding off on the buying right now. You do get instant access to our live trading platform, 100%. So a lot of education communities, they run on like a Zoom, right? Maybe like a Zoom or like a Discord. we have our own live trading education platform. So again, where we live trade together, you can talk with the team, alerts, education, mentorship, the video lessons library, get access to our newsletter, our courses, you can become affiliates. But this is the platform that you would get access to versus some kind of, Discord or a Zoom that you got to be led into every day. No, we developed our own platform. Here we go, guys. Right now on the SPY, we looking at a crack and retest here. All right, we're looking at a little bit of this crack and retest. We are coming into this trend line, right? You got this little bit of a trend line here over on the SPY. Is this a nice little trend line rejection point? All right, we are coming right up to that level right now. I may take a small little trade over on futures if we stay below. No, we're popping above. No entries for me here. No entries for me at this point in time. We are starting to get back above that 382.50. We are above that 382.50. And that was our pre-market low. We had this slight little downtrend here, but you see we're popping above it, so that trend line's not valid. But we can run, technically speaking, if we're looking for scalps off trend lines, we could start running trend lines off these lows. All right, we could. And we're just looking for the next best entry, right? We're just always redoing our due diligence, looking to see what we have coming on up. And right now, I'm still flat. I'm still waiting for the next best trade. Trying to get one more trade in if possible, right? If we have one more quality trade, definitely looking to see if we can get one more in before 11 o'clock when I officially have to jump off the mic because I got a little bit of a meeting this afternoon. But let's see what we got. So Fidelity also gave you a delay warning. Fantastic. So I should just go ahead and shut my Fidelity account down and not trade on it. Cool. It's down. Not even worried about it. Not even going to chance it today since we have all these warnings. Freedom Friday. Yeah, right? Freedom Friday. Where are we going to lunch? I don't know. Where are we going? I feel under the weather. I don't know. I'm really trying to hunker through this and express as much energy as possible on this Friday, not end on a dry note, but yeah, I might take a nap. I got so much to do today, unfortunately. I got to go to the gym, which sucks. I got a meeting coming up. I'm like, I would rather just completely fall back asleep and like nip whatever this is in the butt. Allergies, cold, I don't know. There's something going around. That's what I want to do on my Freedom Friday, is go take a nap. But no, Josh got to go do personal training. Got to get his crap together, get in shape. So where is the next best trade, guys? I want to find it. If we get one more quality trade, one more fantastic setup, I want to take advantage of it. I want to lock in some profits, guys. I want to end my day green. Right now, I would be walking away down 260 on the day, which is very unfortunate here. That's very unfortunate. Yesterday was a killer day in the market. Wednesday, phenomenal. I do not want to walk away red on the day. But hey, it's a good loss. It's only 260. It's not bad. Puts a small dent in the progress we've been making this week, guys. Everybody inside of chat, extremely profitable. Everybody absolutely on fire. You guys have been amazing. I think yesterday I was down $50, wasn't I? Yeah, I was down $50 yesterday. I didn't trade options yesterday. Yep. Small caps were dead. Didn't trade futures. I love it. Placid, man, I love you, bro. You guys are good. You realize I'm human, right? You realize I'm human, and I'm under it today. You hold me accountable. I appreciate you. Hold your coach accountable. I love it. You are saying that wrong. You don't have to go to the gym. You have the opportunity to go to the gym. And you know what? You're damn right. Thank you so much. Placid, I needed to hear that. You're right. I do have the opportunity to go to the gym. I have the opportunity to spend my afternoon with my wife. I have the opportunity to enjoy life. It's a blessing to be alive. I have an opportunity, 100%. I love that mindset shift, dude. You're amazing. I needed that today. I needed that today, man. Feeling a little funky the last couple of days, a little out of it, under the weather feeling. I needed that, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. That made my day, boss. Woo! Let's go to the gym, baby! Woo! I'm excited. The possibility of a girl. Josh is worried. You're damn right I'm worried. You're dang right I'm worried. My goodness. I already bought my flight to Puerto Rico. So Sunday afternoon, we pop that balloon. If that shit's pink, see ya. Where's Josh on Monday? He's not here. Oh, that's why. He's not here on Monday. Because it was a girl. You know what? I'm blessed and I'm happy. Regardless. If it's a girl, it's a blessing. I'm super stoked. And my daughter's happy too. My daughter wants a sister. I want a little sister. So, you know what? Happy, healthy, no complications. That's all that matters. Okay? And my daughter would be happy. Okay. No complaints. But seriously, I'm going to Puerto Rico. You can't stop me from doing that. I already bought my tickets. Right now, I am still flat here. You know, I was down 500 to start the day. I'm down 260 right now. A couple trades here intraday to make a couple doll hairs back. Make back, you know, maybe like 220 between those two trades. Still down 262. Looking to see if we get another trade. You know, something else at this point in time without feeling like we're chasing. And I like that tabletop, but at the same time, I don't like that large lower shadow that suggests a move higher, but I do like how we're topping on out at that 383.10 level. I'm still waiting, guys. Still waiting for that one trade that I'm like, guys, I'd be stupid to not take this trade. Like, this is such a clean setup. I'd be silly to not jump on in here. You'd have to teach me, Catherine. You have to teach me your ways of paying college tuition for two girls. Rooting for the healthy baby regardless of gender. Skylar, I appreciate you. Same thing. I pray that every single morning. Just a healthy pregnancy, non-complicated, just protection, right? I pray that every morning. So I appreciate it, boss. That's all that matters. Beautiful and healthy. Beautiful and healthy. I love it. Yeah, I'm going to have another prodigy child. I can get my daughter interested in stocks. I can start teaching her, man. PHVS, stairs stepping on up, but volume is dead. You're 100% right. Volume is dead, sir. Right now, PHVS, you know, it may not happen today. We may see this next week. Right? But at any point in time, we start really getting a break over. I'm going to say now it's 810. We start to really get a nice, clean, solid little break here over 810. You know what? That's where volume could really start to move on in. So I would still keep it on watch above 810 and see if volume does move in. But right now at this point in time, right now at this point in time, you got to be a little patient. You can't be touching this right here, right now. I quit my job yesterday, and now I'm determined to learn this and make it happen in my passion. Crunchy, dude, that's the best motivation and the best drive. It's like, I've got to make this happen. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. There is nothing else. Like, this is it. This is my only option. There is no other option whatsoever. I have to master this. I have to figure this out. So here's what I'm going to tell you, man. Go to our YouTube channel. You're already here, man. Watch all of these videos. These are a lot of simple, basic lessons. But here's how I would start, man. This is exactly, if I were you, what I would do. You want to join? Join. You want to tune into these streams, right? But what I would say is we have a great group of lessons here on our YouTube channel. So just go to YouTube, type in Alpha Day Trading. Okay. The first video that I would watch here is the one that I just uploaded. Getting you, no, right here. How to build a simple yet effective trading system. Watch this. That's going to really help with the issue you had today, right? The issue you had today, this is really going to help on out. How to build a simple yet effective trading system. You're trading options, right? Because you took SPY calls. How to manage your risk with options is a must. I would even watch the part 1 and part 2 of options as a refresher if you'd like. In options trading, I would watch all 4 of these lessons in this order. Okay, options part 1, options part 2. Okay, how to manage your risk with options, and then follow up with building a simple system. I would watch all of these and take as many notes as you can. As many notes as you can. If you're trading primarily options, then anything that has to do with personal development, mindset, right? Watch the mindset lesson, right? Discipline, controlling your emotions. Watch those. Then watch how to identify support and resistance, right? The 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. Some of these I wouldn't really focus on. These aren't really pertaining to you in options, right? Level 2, irrelevant. RSI, it's cool and all, but you don't need these lessons. So again, watch everything in options trading, jump on up to 2022. And again, watch 2-to-1 risk reward, support resistance, mindset, right? Building that simple yet effective system, discipline, controlling your emotions. Right there, there's 10 high quality lessons. 10 high quality lessons that will be an absolute game changer. Still waiting and watching, guys. Looking for that next trade. What do we have? Do we have anything right around the corner? Do we have anything coming on up? Coming on up. Coming on up. Do we have a trade? And I may take one right here off the high low, off that whack trend line. Yeah, take one off that whack trend line there. I call it the whack trend line, but it's a higher low off that wacky trend line. I'm going to take it. Looking for a push here. It's got to start pushing. Stops break even on futures. Stops break even on futures. Okay, I'm out. I locked in $30. Okay. Right off the trend line and then took it quick. I don't play games on futures. On triple witching day as well. I'm going to take a quick, okay, $50 there on that trade. In at 72.50, out at 73. $25. I'm sorry, $25. Hey, $25 in 10 seconds. I'll take it. And those add up. Little basics add up. And off the trend line, quick. And off the trend line, right? I'm going to take it quick. The biggest lesson I've learned is 2-to-1 setups and then really great 3-to-1 and 4-to-1. Yeah, the higher the better, right? The higher the better, for sure. And sometimes the best trade is no trade, 100%, baby. I love it. Sometimes the best trade is 100% no trade. Less is more. I have that written down on my playbook. Less is more. Sometimes the best trade is no trade. I want to brag about my trades, not how much money I made. I want to brag about the trades that I made, and then the byproduct of those trades were the profits, right? That's what I want to do. That's what I want to be bragging about. All right, was that a good trade here? Yes. Did I leave a crap ton of money on the table? Could I have just made $250? Yes. But again, it's futures during the day. I take the quick ins and the quick outs. Today is quad witching. Yep, today is quad witching. 100%. Third Friday of every 3 months. So at the end of every quarter, right? The last month of the quarter, third Friday is triple witching, baby. The VMA, the VWAP squeeze, EMA and SMAs, how to read the RSI, support resistance. There's a lot of great stuff in there. There really is. A lot of very valuable stuff. Watching the SPY here. Watching the SPY here. Looking to see if we get a reason to get a short off that lower high. May look for a short off that lower high. Large upper shadow. Massive rejection. Just waiting and watching. No entries, but waiting and watching here. Yeah, I don't see an entry here. I was thinking about it, but I don't see it. I don't see it. Not the type of price action that I want to see to take any kind of trade. So I'm not in anything right now at this point in time. Again, always showing you guys what the damage is. 237. I started off -5. I've made half that back. In 3 small trades. Base hits adding up. Stops are literally like a tick below my entries. But I am still watching the SPY here. See what we're going to do. Are we going to hold this higher low? Push on up for a break? Or are we going to start cracking below these lows and start heading back down the low of day? So I'm just watching the SPY right now. Matt's had 3 trades the entire week. Can you say boring? That is really boring, man. Really boring. COSM. What do we got with COSM? Not a whole lot. It's really choppy, right? It was halted up, halted down 1, 2 times, and then it's been on this really just kind of ugly grind ever since. You have a downtrend here on COSM. Okay, so you got this slight downtrend on COSM. Now, it likes to break downtrends. It broke a downtrend here in pre-market. Nice grind on up. Downtrend, okay? Got a nice little downtrend here. You start to break this. You can get back up to your high, pre-market high of 457. So you could get back up to around 457 here on COSM. But I don't like it, personally, for a long. And here's why. Right? Now, again, if you break the downtrend, yes, you could start to move on up. But here's why I don't like it. Down, double bottom, and you see how it has this little rainbow effect to it? You see how it's kind of like doing this? It's doing a little something like that. That's why I don't like it. It's price action, right? Now, if this was up and then U-shape, right, more like this, I would look for a break of that downtrend. That's a check mark. Ding! But this isn't up and then U-shape, right, for a possible break. This is more, right, weak grind on up, and it just has that I want to roll on over. It's more of that rainbow, which to me puts the odds in the favor of it getting rejected off the trend line and coming back down. So I'm not a fan of it just because it has that little arch effect to it, that little rainbow, versus that nice U shape where you could kind of see maybe some momentum moving on in for buyers to jump on in. So I'm not a fan of the price action into the downtrend, and that's why I would stay away from it right now. Not expecting it to break, but actually expecting it to drop. Okay. I do have to jump off here real quick. I do have a meeting. If I have a second, I will definitely jump back on to wish you guys a goodbye. I did not realize it was 11 o'clock, and my meeting is literally in 5 seconds. I'll jump back on. I'll say goodbye and wish you guys a happy, blessed weekend. But I do have to jump off here because, again, the meeting starts right now. I'll be right back, guys.
I've been heading down a one-way street, can't turn around. You've been taking every part of me, now you know where to be found. You got me confused, a little off balance. Thought I knew you, but you got bad habits. I only see blue when I'm thinking about you, thinking about you. I'm feeling anxious and slowly breaking. Give you my heart, but you keep my waiting. Searching for answers, no explanation. You make love so complicated. I'm feeling anxious that what we have was ever meant to last. Guess you made a fool of me. You got me confused, a little off balance. Thought I knew you, but you got bad habits. I only see blue when I'm thinking about you, thinking about you. I'm feeling anxious and slowly breaking. Give you my heart, but you keep my waiting. Searching for answers, no explanation. You make love so complicated. I'm feeling anxious and slowly breaking. Give you my heart, but you keep my waiting. Searching for answers, no explanation. You make love so complicated. I'm slowly breaking. You make love so complicated. I'm only seeing blue. You make love so complicated. Why do I still believe you make love so complicated?
I live my life searching for the light. Been learning to fight through the darkness. I'll get this right. We were born to shine, and we still got time. It's not hopeless. Don't look now. Here comes that awful feeling. My walls are caving in. Heaven help, I can see my ghost on the ceiling. Let me breathe again. 'Cause I just wanna live my life. I'm never backing down. I swear I'm gonna fight the good fight. Just wanna get it right. I'm ready for it now. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. Fight the good fight. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. Yeah, I've lost my crown, but no, I will not bow. You know I'm here right now for the long run. Yeah, you see me down, but you know I'll never drown. You know I'll get back up on it somehow. Don't look now. Here comes that awful feeling. My walls are caving in. Heaven help, I can see my ghost on the ceiling. Let me breathe again. 'Cause I just wanna live my life. I'm never backing down. I swear I'm gonna fight the good fight. Just wanna get it right. I'm ready for it now. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. Fight the good fight. Fight the good fight. Fight the good fight. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. Fight the good fight. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. Fight the good fight. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight.
I've been stuck in the motions, pushing all the buttons and hoping it turns out right. Always pretending I know best, and I'm in control, but I don't know about this time, not this time. Boy, you're playing my heart like an arcade video game, like a past to win. Boy, yeah, you're playing my love like an arcade video game, going insane. Going insane. Going insane. Going insane. Going insane. Going insane. Boy, I've played the game. I'm running out of hearts to give away. One too many breaks, and I can't put me back together again. Boy, you're playing my heart like an arcade video game, like a past to win. Oh yeah, you're playing my love like an arcade video game, going insane. Going insane. Going insane.
In the back of my mind, there's a memory. You were holding my hand tight, kissing on a moonlit street. And I've been missing you since then. Yeah, I still smell you on my sheets. Loving you was sweet, sweetheart. Losing you is killing me. Baby, I can't breathe. Baby, I can't breathe. I remember your eyes like a warm sunset, rolling on my king-size bed. Moments that I can't forget. And I've been missing you since then. Yeah, I still smell you on my sheets. Loving you was sweet, sweetheart. Losing you is killing me. Baby, I can't breathe. Honey, I'm on my knees. Baby, can you hear me? Honey, you're all I need. Baby, I can't breathe. Baby, I can't breathe. on the riverside, places you don't have to hide. Sometimes you're alone, there's no one to turn to. Feeling you be left outside, struggle with a heavy mind. Just breathe in life and light it up. Pray for those who lost it all. Yeah, you know we are one alliance. Why going back to nowhere? We played a game, we kind of lost it. We cannot change, going under. The road leads back to nowhere. Don't you wanna be free like a waterfall, flowing on the riverside, places you don't have to hide. Someday you find love, somebody to run to, walking by the ocean side, meet you at the mountain night. Just breathe in life and light it up. Pray for those who lost it all. Yeah, you know we are one alliance. Why going back to nowhere? We played a game, we kind of lost it. We cannot change, going under. The road leads back to nowhere. Yeah, the road leads back to nowhere. The road leads back to nowhere. Yeah, the road leads back to You can't win if you can't give in. The road leads back to nowhere.
But you're waiting for me now. Or should we leave it in the past? I wanna make you proud. I wanna make it last. If you need a place to hide, I'll be your getaway. I will meet your side. Get lost in the space between you and I will never break your stride. We could hold on, soak it in, wouldn't let it slip you tonight. I don't wanna fight you. You don't wanna know if I feel alright. I don't wanna just forgive you, I just wanna be fine. I'll be waiting for a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight. I just wanna feel mine. Hey you, I'm gonna be the one for another one. Hey you, maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I don't wanna see you, I don't wanna fear you tonight. You don't wanna know me, you just wanna make sure you're right. I'm gonna be the one for another one. Maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. I don't wanna feel you tonight. Got me. Got me. Can I feel you? Got me. Got me. Can I feel you? I don't wanna call you. I don't wanna know what you think. I'm the one you go to whenever you feel like you're about to sink. I don't wanna just forget you, but I wanna be fine. I'll be waiting for a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight. I just wanna feel mine. Hey you, I could become the one for another one. Hey you, maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. Maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. I don't wanna fear you tonight. Got me. Got me. Yeah, my God, me, got me. Can I hear you? Got me. I don't wanna see you, I don't wanna hear you tonight. I don't wanna fight you. You don't wanna know if I feel alright. Oh, I can't see the color running through your veins, and I can't breathe, and everything you do is bad. Love me. Oh, I can't see the color running through your veins, and I can't breathe, and everything you do is bad. Oh, I can't see the color running through your veins, and I can't breathe, and everything you do is bad. It's what my heart needed. You stayed with me in the moments I felt most alone, until I didn't feel defeated. Without you, I would not be me. Without you, I'd never feel complete. It's the way I know you'll stay with me night and day. It's a lifetime of loving you. No fear when I look into your eyes. You're the hero I dream of. More than a daydream, now I can feel you close to me. You're the only one that I love. And I know that I'm home when you're next to me. And I know that you and I were meant to be. Without you, I could not be me. Without you, I'd never feel complete. It's the way I know you'd stay with me night and day. It's a lifetime of loving you. It's the way I know you'd stay with me night and day. It's a
Step one, you say we need to talk. He walks, you say sit down, it's just a talk. He smiles politely back at you. You stare politely right on through some sort of window to your right as he goes left and you stay right between the lines of fear and pain. You begin to wonder why you came. Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere along in the bitterness, and I would have stayed
past while I'm thinking in my head. I mind my own, I don't even break a sweat. Oh, this madness is insane. Why you still live in vain? I'm not the one, you're the victim of your own mistakes. It's time to hit the lights, under the street lights, under the street lights. Untold stories, they were left behind. Silent breeze, I got nothing on my mind. This madness is insane. Why you still live in vain? I'm not the one, you're the victim of your own mistakes. It's time to hit the lights, under the street lights, under the street lights.
Caught myself looking back again, remembering the things you said, the memories of love we shared, the talk of growing old together. We were meant to last forever, but I miss the nights we used to go wherever, staring at the sky, counting on the stars, getting lost in your eyes, the perfect paradise. So take me back to the place where I belong. Cause I can't do this on my own. Yeah, I know you said it's over, but I won't leave this alone. Follow me, let's go through this black hole together. 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 As a dream and drift away, I hear a voice calling my name. I open my eyes and you're there. I hear you say, we're gonna run away to a distant hideaway, where we can stay forever, be together. Come with me to another galaxy, where we can be until the end of time. So take me back to the place where I belong. Cause I can't do this on my own. Yeah, I know you said it's over, but I won't leave this alone. Follow me, let's go through this black hole together. Let's go through this black hole together.
Told you I'd come back, baby. I'd come back and say goodbye. Have an amazing weekend. Trade smart, trade safe. All right, and I'll see you back here bright and early, Monday morning. And you know what we got to do, baby? We got to end it with a big ol' alpha day trading. 3, 2, 1. Woo! What a week. Way to crush it. And a way to make it happen. It was a great week. Yes, I ended my green streak this week with a $100 loss there after FOMC. No. That was after Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't even know, guys, but you know the drill. You know exactly what it was. It was Tuesday. Wednesday with a strong bounce back. Yesterday, down $50 hairs, and full transparency, I traded a little bit of futures today. No love. I got to head out as well. So this is most likely what the final P&L is going to look like here, guys. So not a bad day. Small loss. It happens. I don't even know, guys. It's been a great week. All I know, it's been a fun week, a profitable week. You guys have been on fire. You guys have been crushing it. And you know what? I wanted to end the week green. I wanted to end the week strong, but I can safely say we ended the week green. We ended the week strong because all of these great trades compounding, adding up. We got a nice, solid week, team. Good job. Week number 2 of December officially in the books. 2 weeks to go. Let's make them the best weeks. Let's have some fun. Get ready for the holidays. Enjoy that time and just make it happen with the best trading team out there because you guys make it the best. All right. Enjoy your weekend. Stay blessed out there. I'll see you back here bright and early Monday morning right at 7 a.m. to start a pre-market because the early bird gets the worm. Take care, guys, and I'll see you then.
I've been heading down a one-way street, can't turn around. You've been taking every part of me, now you know where to be found. You got me confused.